What is up, guys? Today we're back with the Road to Grand Champion series. We're finally starting it out. I promised you guys in a previous video that I'd get around to it. I asked you guys on Twitter, I asked you guys on YouTube, and it seemed like the majority vote was 2v2, and then shortly after that it was 3v3 solo standard. So what I'm going to do is the first series I'll do for this will be 2v2, which is this one right here that we're going to be starting today. And then once we get to Grand Champ in this, I'm going to move on to solo standard and give you guys my thought process through that entire rank up. So let's get straight into the settings. I think you guys should change if you're brand new to the game. Important things right here. So camera shake should be off. Field of view, I think it's best to have 110. Obviously this is all preference. Like camera settings, it doesn't really matter. There is no best camera setting, it's all preference. But these are my current camera settings, and a lot of other pros use similar to this as well. So controls, guys, this is something I recommend you change as well. It's quite uncomfortable to use default controls, so just find something you're used to. But this is what I use. I use power slide on L1, I use arrow right on square, I use arrow roll on L1 as well, and I use my scoreboard on R1 just because my arrow roll and drifts on L1, and if I try to drift or arrow roll, my scoreboard would pop up if I didn't change that to R1. So those are my control settings. Oh, there's also dead zone as well, I forgot to mention that. So controller dead zone, guys, I recommend having this lower, 0.05 or 0.1. Both very good settings to use. Dodge dead zone, obviously completely preference, doesn't really matter. Steering sensitivity, I like to have it at 1.3, 1.1. These are all preference, guys, but like I said, this is similar to what a lot of other pros use, so there's got to be a reason why we use it. Nameplate scale, 130%. This is just the size of the nameplates you see people on the field. Just helps with awareness and stuff like that. I enjoy it for that reason. Nameplate mode, I like to have it always visible, so it never disappears no matter how far away the opponent is. You always see where they're at, which is very important in my opinion. That was a pretty new addition to the settings, and I think it was a good one. Video settings, this is pretty important, guys. The performance of your game obviously affects how you play a lot, so I like to have these on the lowest possible settings just to give you max performance. So change these when you get a chance. I think those are very important settings to use as well. Audio, I don't like to have voice, ambient, or crowd. You can use music volume if you want. It doesn't show up in game, I don't think, but these three are very distracting, so I just wouldn't have those on. And that's pretty much it. Alright, guys, that's pretty much it for the settings. Let's get straight into the games and let's see how it goes. Hopefully nobody gets too upset about this, because I know in the past when I was playing games, like people in the chat would be like, why are you smurfing, man, come on, stuff like that. Like, it's not to try to just rank up for my own benefit. I'm trying to educate you guys and help you improve. Like when I was trying to come up as a player, if I had somebody who was going through each rank trying to explain the best way to move on to the next rank, that'd be something that I would value very highly and would help me improve a lot. But no one really did that back then, so I'm trying to give you guys resources that I didn't necessarily have that'll help you guys out a bunch. So let's get straight into the games. Like I said, let's see how it goes. All right, so for the very first game of the episode, we got ourselves B-Ridge, I think is how you say it, Nerd Force 123, and Young Aspiring. I gotta turn off my my voice chat, I forgot. So let's see how this gameplay will be. I saw some of you guys ask me to like try to get my teammate to score all the goals for the first few games, so we'll see. It's actually gonna be fun for me to like see where all the ranks are at now. It's been a while since I did this. I'm gonna try to get my teammate to score first. Maybe I should score just to get like a buff, and then we'll go from there. But the placements are gonna be a little bit weird, obviously, but I still want to show you guys them. I want to show you guys every single game, no matter what it is. What I would say for these like very low ranks like this, I think the main issue is mechanics. They're just so new to the game. You're so fresh on everything. You don't really know how things work, and I think that just affects you a lot at the very beginning, like the bronze ranks, etc. Once you get into silver, you start to see people that you know, get a little bit better with mechanics and how to control your car and stuff like that. Try to pass to him. Give him a nice like slow pass middle. See if he'll bang it. Oh my, these guys are actually pretty good though for placement games. Wonder what rank they're. Solo standard is gonna be really hectic though when I start that series off. And don't worry, guys, it won't be like super low ranked for that long. It doesn't take that many games to get out of low ranks if you go on win streaks and stuff. Oh, double tapper. Look at him go. Let me turn this off. Where is it? Where would it be? Why do I not know where that is? Okay, whatever. Oh god. What the hell? He aerialed. What rank is this? What the? This dude's nuts. Okay, maybe I could just let him score. I'll try to pass him. I'll try to set him up. Hit it over to him. And overall, like, game sense when you first start playing is obviously very bad, which is probably why a lot of players are in bronze at the start. It's the main thing. They just don't know where to be. They don't know how to control their car, stuff like that. So honestly, I'd recommend at the start of the game, guys, when you first get it, just play a bunch of free play and just try to learn how things work. That'll help you out a ton, I think. I don't know if I mentioned this before in the past on YouTube, but when I first started playing the game, my internet was horrible. Like, it was so bad. I couldn't even play ranked. So I just played free play all the time. And that was when I very first started playing, obviously. So I was brand new, never really got to play ranked much. I would have been technically the lowest rank available. But when I started playing ranked, I was like playing much better than everybody, much faster. I feel like just because all the time in free play, I was able to learn the physics and stuff a little bit before other people were. So stuff like that's very important. Definitely give free play a go if you're brand new to the game. I know most of you guys aren't in this rank anyway, so this stuff won't really apply to you. But free play, honestly, it's one of the best forms of practice. Even at my rank, it's still an amazing form of practice. So let's get into the next game. That one obviously went according to how I thought it would. You know, these placements aren't going to be too great, but I want to show you guys every single match so you get the full effect of the rank up. Let's go. Also, guys, I want to play a little game with you real quick. At the very end of this 2v2 series, a Road to Grand Champ, I'm going to look at this stat page right here. And I want you guys right now to go in the comment section and give me your guess on my career total of goals and the total matches played and the win percentage. So I want those three things. And we're going to compare it at the very end of the series and see who gets it right. I'll come back to this video. So we got the same B-Ridge guy. I got to turn off this mic thing. I got to figure it out. I don't know why I don't know how to do it. It's probably like right in front of my face in the settings page. I'm just missing it. Honestly, these guys are pretty good. Like, they're much better than I thought they'd be. I'm not sure what rank this is, though. I'm not going to go for stuff that's, like, insanely fancy until we get to, like, the higher ranks, because I don't want to just be clipping on everybody on low ranks and they're just sitting on the ground and stuff. I want to go for things that someone in the rank would be going for, if that makes sense. I want to just play consistent and go for things that everybody can kind of do. See, they're both right on top of each other. It wasn't really the problem there, though. I was able to read where the ball was going before they were. Just a game sense thing. That's why you'll never see a pro in this game lose to somebody who's lower ranked, because their game sense is just so drastic. Whereas in Fortnite, it's like you could start playing the game and probably like kill a pro if you get lucky. That's the difference. That's why I like this game, because if you're good at it, like, you can pretty much beat anybody. You'll never lose to like just straight up luck, if that makes sense. Because it all comes down to how you're playing. Whoa. I want to get my teammate to score. And also, realizing you have a teammate is a very important trait at the lower ranks. I've also had it in the past where my teammate, like, while I do these series, at the very early ranks, they try to score on me. I think that's what he's doing. I think that's actually what he's doing. But I've had that in the past where they try to, like, 1v3 me. I'll try to pass it over to him, see what he does. Yeah, okay, he's trying to score on me. So we're 1v3ing now. Dude, this shit always happens. It's funny, though. People, like, I don't know. They want the challenge. Maybe we could beat this dude. But yeah, I hope no one gets, like, too upset in game. Because it all is for good fun. Education point of view, this I think will be super helpful for you guys. Especially when we get into the higher ranks. This stuff obviously is just going to be for fun, like these first few games, but the higher ranks I'm looking forward to. I got a lot of tips for you guys I don't think I've mentioned in the past that I think will be very helpful in improving. Now that I think about it, you could probably just go back and edit your comment. Actually, no, I'd see it, wouldn't I? I was thinking about like someone who can just go back, watch all the videos, see how many wins I got, see how many goals I got, and then edit their comment, but I'm pretty sure it shows the edited comment on YouTube. Yeah, for these games though, there's nothing really I could tell you guys that'll help you. This is more so just mechanics and just overall game sense of being a brand new player. You're not gonna really be able to improve until you just focus on those things. Mechanics is just comes with time. That's a good aerial though from that guy. Like, he didn't do much, but for being low ranked, I'm very surprised with how much better people are these ranks now. Like, I thought no one would be able to touch the ball. Like, everyone would just be driving on the ground. That's how it was when I did this last time. But I know you guys absolutely love this series. So many of you are asking me to bring it back, so I decided I'd do it. And obviously this won't be the only thing I'm uploading right now. I'm going to be uploading stuff on my main account too. But I'll upload these like once or twice a week probably. I keep forgetting my my teammates playing for them. I was about to like bing bang it. Then he came in out of nowhere. Also, let me know, guys. I could just not show you the rest of the placement games if you don't want to see them. That's why I decided to do this first video like this, just in case, because you guys probably don't want to see these anyway. But let me know down below. And if you don't, then I just won't show you the rest. I play them out myself. Tried to save it, but he ended up stealing it by accident. I was like 1v4ing my brother and his friends from college, and they're all plat / diamond-ish, something like that. And I realized if you just stay in the air against players that are lower ranked, like just keep the ball really high, and they don't have very good mechanics for stuff like that. So I think mechanics in general is something you should like really focus on. Honestly, with good mechanics, if you put enough time in free play, you can get into Grand Champ with just good mechanics. Like, you don't even have to have a brain. You don't have to think about what you're doing at all. And you could probably make it in there, but obviously rotations and using your brain and using game sense in general is very important. But like I said, good mechanics, you don't really need that much to get out of diamond. Just put a lot of time in free play, guys. Honestly, that's the main thing I'd say. Alright, let's see one more game of this, just because they're all forfeits and they're pretty quick. So one last match. Let me know down below if you want to see the rest of these placement games. If not, I could just start off at whatever rank we get for the next episode. But yeah, let's get into the next one and let's see how it goes. Another 6 goals. Alright, we found the last game of the episode. We got G-Man82, Nelock, and Brian OD16. I can't figure out where the setting is to turn on voice chat. I'll figure it out after this game. Oh, I forgot to change my swivel speed as well. It's pretty important. That's the speed at which you can move your camera left and right like that. I'll go for this. I feel like I haven't been talking about the game, but there's not really much to talk about, like I said, in these very early games. So I'm assuming that you guys aren't going to want to see the rest of these, just because the gameplay is pretty ass tier. And most of you guys are out of this rank anyway. If you've been watching me, you've probably been playing for a while, I'm assuming. But yeah, I don't want to just try to like carry my way to Grand Champ, because I feel like that'd be pretty boring for you guys, and a lot of you can't necessarily do all the things I'm doing. I want to make it so that people who are lower ranked, who can't necessarily do all the mechanical things that I'm doing, can also improve and learn from this. So I'm trying to keep my my gameplay as basic as possible, but use smarts rather than mechanics to teach you guys. Well, there's another 4 for you guys. I think I'm going to end it here just because these games are kind of poopy. But let me know down below. I know this episode wasn't as, competitive as I'd like it to be, but that's how it's going to be for the first bit of this series. But once it gets to the higher end, you'll see things start to ramp up and it gets more enjoyable and you can learn a lot more from it. So obviously if you're bronze and silver, this stuff's going to help you out. But if you're not, it's pretty irrelevant to you at this time. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have yourself a wonderful day / night whenever you're watching this. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace. Love you guys.